Apologies in advance for sharing this picture with you once again. If you were watching our last live broadcast where we were live with you guys during the tea session, you would have doubtless seen us throw this image on screen to try and debate as to whether or not Cameron Green's catch to dismiss Shubman Gill was legally out or not. And while obviously, it was a pretty inconclusive debate in many ways because a lot of us had picked our sides and there was really no consensus point. Simple fact of the matter is the same cannot be said about fans in general, because a quick scouring through of social media will in fact show you that fans have unequivocally picked on the fact that this was a dismissal that should have been given not out. It's not just fans, there's a few experts and former players as well who've weighed in on this entire story, and believe you me when I say it's pretty one-sided for the most part. Most people believe that this was in fact not out and that, well, it should have been given as such. Unfortunately, you know how it is, despite the fact that the third umpire took a look at it, it was given out much to the chagrin of not just the players on the field, but also those sitting in the dressing room, and fans all over the world. Indian cricket fans all over the world were left in disbelief. So we thought we'd take a look at some of the reactions. As I said, some from former players, some experts, some people sharing a few rather mean memes, but then that's entirely the point of this, isn't it? So let's quickly take a look at some of those reactions, and we'll start with we seem to be having issues with our screen. We have Virendra Sehwag who actually tweeted out this image, and he said that this is an image of the third umpire while he was making that decision of Shubman Gill. He said there was inconclusive evidence. Let's go back. Inconclusive evidence. When in doubt, it's not out. That was Virendra Sehwag's take on things, and it is a valid point, something that a lot of people have in fact raised. Harsha Bhogle was on commentary, and I'll tell you what it is he said on commentary, but let's first read his tweet. He said that it was a great effort from Cameron Green, but it is the moment immediately after the catch is taken when the hand turns that must cause Shubman Gill to be very, very disappointed. However, he would go on to say on social media that, well, truth be told, people are just going to see exactly what it is that they want to see. But as I said, these weren't the only reactions to come out. This one fan says that this was a brilliant effort yet again by Cameron Green, but it was a clear not out. It was a wrong decision. Simple mistakes and misjudgments shouldn't be happening. It's poor umpiring. In fact, he went one step further and said that this was the worst umpiring. And again, I kind of get his point. This other fan echoing sentiment says that this was very poor umpiring. In fact, it was poor umpiring, and Shubman Gill was not out. Shame on the umpires. In fact, we're talking about umpires. The next one, well, people have, for whatever reason, taken to attacking Richard Kettleborough, the man who, in this particular picture, as shared by this cricket fan, is shown at, of course, that very key, crucial moment in the 2019 World Cup semi-final when India were taking on New Zealand, and Dhoni was run out and Kettleborough was showing or signaling for the third umpire, probably believing it was out, which, to be fair, it was. And Kunal, this fan, says that Richard Kettleborough has taken charge against India once again. Shubman Gill was clearly not out, although I don't quite understand the point of this, because if you're comparing the Dhoni situation, then, well, Dhoni was clearly out in that case. There's no debating that. This, however, plenty to debate. This one fan took a rather hilarious screenshot from the match wherein this young girl can be seen covering her eyes in horror and just captioned it saying this was the third umpire whilst giving Shubman Gill's decision. Yowza, that is a very funny reaction. This other user drew parallels to another decision in an India-Australia match that ended up going the way of the Aussies, and it was again inconclusive because this, as this fan says, that Shubman Gill's catch reminds me of the catch when Kohli was wrongly given out, which was not out when he had scored 123. And again, the evidence in this case far, let's say, far more conclusive, because again, this really does look like the ball spilled out, but with Gill, again, little more inconclusive. Another reaction now coming in, and this one is a pretty interesting, albeit slightly offbeat take from this one CSK fan saying that Shubman Gill had a catch drop in the final of the 2021 IPL, the 2022 IPL, qualifier 1 of the IPL 2023, a catch dropped in the IPL 2023 eliminator, and also one catch drop in the final of the 2023 IPL, and says that finally luck was again Shubman Gill today. And again, as I said, it's a very interesting way of looking at things. Lastly, there's this one fan who takes a rather saner outlook on things, let's say, and says that this decision will hurt us very badly. Runs were flowing from both ends and the Aussies were under pressure. But Gill's wicket has changed the whole momentum, and truth be told, it's hard not to disagree, or it's hard to disagree with this particular statement, because again, if you are thinking or watching the innings right now and saying that look, batting has become much easier, then you have to also remember that India had taken the heavy roller right after the end of the innings. So what the heavy roller does is that it'll give you about an hour or two max of some good free flowing batting, but thereafter once the pitch starts breaking, then it's going to start breaking back, and you still not reached the point yet wherein the pitch is starting to break down. And Mitchell Starc himself has been pretty generous to the Indian batsmen, but all of the debate on this, and truth be told, there's still really no conclusive answers, even though as fans we may pick one particular side, but conclusivity, that was something that was, truth be told, lacking. Regardless of that, you can let us know in the comments below what you felt of this decision, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell icon, leave us a comment, follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget to download the AajTak app as well. Plus, if you're already on the channel, you can go ahead, check out some other videos that we've done, but for now, from my side, goodbye.